So how do you go from cultural data here, performance data here, and financial data all over the place? So this is how we do it in the Happiness Index. I can send you this very, very complex diagram, but I'll just take you through the headlines. So the first question when you're trying to connect your cultural data to your performance data is data readiness. So let's have a look at like one of the first questions on here. Do you know the performance priorities that matter to the senior leadership? So it's very simple. If you don't, you need to go and identify performance priorities. If you do, the next bit is, do you have access to KPIs and data that relate to these priorities broken down by team or individual? Now, I'm not going to go through everything on here, but this is the process that we take all of our customers through to get from all of that separate data into having a culture that drives performance. The second bit, data analysis phase two. Let's look at one of the first questions here. Is KPI data accurate and up to date? You would not believe how many times the data is inaccurate. We can really help quickly clean that up and move that forward. Phase three is like the insight that we're trying to get from it. So let's have a look at it. Do you have enough insight to design a solution? How many times have decisions been made in an organization where there's either too much or too little insight? Again, we're working with the customers, our customers, on that. The next bit's solution design. So, for example, is support required to implement the solution? That could be training. It could be more data analysis. It could be a hiring gap. But you don't know that until you've gone through the data, turned into insight, and then worked on the solution design. The next bit is around implementation. That's where the magic happens. When you've got companies where their cultural data, performance data, and financial data is all linked up, you stop having those big arguments between the CFO, the chief people officer, and the CEO, because they go from having similar objectives but speaking the same language, so the collaboration increases, and you see over time that the culture starts to drive the performance, but importantly, it can be measured, tracked, and optimized and improved over time.